I really invite you to reframe being visible and putting yourself out there as a service. Reframe it as a service. You're not selling, you're not pitching, you're not pushing yourself into someone's world. You are being of service. And this is just a really big mindset shift. Hi there, Jody Bentley here, actor, writer, producer, and CEO of Actor Insider and the Actor's Office. And today I want to talk about how to make yourself more visible without feeling salesy. And I think a lot of actors have an issue with this. Like, you need to put yourself out there. You get to be visible. That casting can't find you if they don't know you exist. Producers, directors, writers can't find you if they don't know that you exist. Like, this, but every time you think about self-promotion, putting yourself out there, posting on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever it may be, it can just start to feel a little cringy. And then you just don't do it. So we kind of need to reframe that, right? Because you're not going to do it if it feels if it feels salesy or braggy or feels icky to you. You're just not going to do it. So let's talk about how you can do it in a way that feels good to you. So number one, I really invite you to reframe being visible and putting yourself out there as a service. Reframe it as a service. You're not selling, you're not pitching, you're not pushing yourself into someone's world. You are being of service. And this is just a really big mindset shift that I invite you to take. Because visibility isn't about you. This is the mindset shift. Visibility is not about you. It's about the people who need to find you. Because think about it. There's a casting director out there that is looking for you. And if you're not promoting yourself or being visible or putting yourself out there, how are they going to find you? There's a director who needs exactly your type of energy for a project. How are they going to find you if you don't put yourself out there? There's a producer who would hire you in a freaking heartbeat for something they're producing right now, but they don't know you exist. So when you hide, when you retreat, when you don't put yourself out in the world, it's really hiding. And guys, hiding isn't humble. It is not humble to hide. You are just making it harder for your people to find you. So being visible is a service to the people who are looking for you, because there are people looking for you right now. I promise you that. So reframe that this visibility piece isn't about you. It's about the people who need to find you, and it is a service that you are providing. So I had a client in my mastermind group, and she had been doing TikTok and then stopped, got like a little burnt out about it, or just started feeling weird and icky about it, right? And so she kind of stopped. And we were at the point in our coaching where it was really time for her to get visible. Like she had her brand down, she had her new marketing tools, she had all the things. And now it was about visibility. And she kind of froze for a second, and it took a couple weeks to get her on board. But when she started thinking about, okay, these comic short videos that I'm putting out, they're actually not about me. I want to make people laugh, right? And she got really deep into her why and why she was doing stuff and the service that she was providing. And she hadn't created videos in well over a year. And then she created 2 back to back. And the feedback that she got and just the amount of responses on her posts, it just made her go, oh gosh, this is fun. This can be fun. And it is about relating to people in a different way. It's not about me. It's about making people laugh on something we can all relate to. And she found her way in again to promoting herself and being visible, but in a way that felt authentic, because she stopped taking the ownness off of herself. All right, second piece. When you're thinking about sharing, or actually putting yourself out there, we think of it actually in terms of selling, right? I don't want you to think about selling. I want you to think about sharing. Share. Sales equals sharing. Share, don't sell. You have a gift to share with the world. and you get to share it. And it's not about selling at all. The reason why people don't self-promote or put themselves out on social media or even like write pitch emails is because it feels icky and feels gross, and it feels like you're saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. But that's not what works anyway, right? You're not reaching out going, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's not about that. What works is really sharing who you are, sharing your process, sharing your wins, sharing the stories that you're drawn to, sharing what you love, sharing encouragement, sharing motivation. When you share, you're inviting people in. When you're me, you're keeping people out. Right? Because then it is about you. So you want to focus on the sharing of it. Because when you sell, you really start to push people away. So here's a simple test before you post or send anything. Just ask yourself, am I sharing something real? Or am I performing success? Look at this project I booked. Look at this thing that I'm doing. Me, right? That is performing success. Or are you actually sharing something real? Because if it starts to feel like that performance, I don't want you to post it. I want it to feel like an invitation. If it feels like an invitation, you are on the right track. Like even for me, my screenplay that I co-wrote with my writing partner, James, we've been getting a lot of festival, we're finalists in a lot of festivals. We had a couple of festival wins. Like things are going really great with our screenplay. But I'm not posting, look at my screenplay. We won this, we won that, we won this. I'm saying, oh my gosh, thank you to the Los Angeles Film Awards for recognizing our script with these themes in it. I'm so glad it's resonating with people. Love the journey James and I have been on. Thank you so much. Right? It's not about me. It's making it about sharing my experience and the other people involved. It's not about me. So you want to share where it feels like it's inclusive and about other people and not just about you. All right, third point. Consistency beats intensity. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times we think visibility means like, I gotta go big or go home, right? It needs to be like this big viral post or this one big perfect pitch. But visibility, like anything else, is about showing up consistently. Right? The number one rule of branding and marketing is consistency. The number one rule of visibility is consistency, right? Whether that's being in the room, being in the inbox, being in their feed, not in an annoying way, right? In a sharing, inviting, present way. But you don't need to be everywhere all the time. You just need to be somewhere regularly. So just think about, where do you want to be visible? Where do you want to show up? Is that on LinkedIn once a week? Is that following up with your contacts every 30 days or 60 days? Is it posting on Instagram twice a week and having a plan around that, right? These small, consistent outreaches, instead of these sporadic bursts, right? Because a lot of actors are all or nothing, right? You're going to go big for like a week and you're like, look at all I've done. And then there's nothing, right? So we want to have a plan behind it. We want to have a structure behind it. We want to be able that you can post or share consistently. So for me on social media, I post on my personal, right? I obviously have a business page, which is different, but personally, I will post 3 times a week on Instagram. And one post will be something personal, right? But personal, or it's kind of like a BTS on my life or something personal, or sometimes it's about my dog. It's a lot of times about my dog. But I share something personal. I share something about acting or producing, right? So one of those usually. And then I have a coaching post that I do. So people start to know me as a human, as an actor, as a producer, and a coach. So again, three posts a week. That's what I do to stay visible. And then I post on LinkedIn twice a week. And what do? I repurpose that content and I put it on LinkedIn. Easy peasy. So where do you want to show up and where can you be consistent? So really, just again, I want you to think about the mindset of it. The mindset is reframe being of service, right? And then it's not about selling yourself. It's sharing who you are and what you do and what you believe and the people in your world and in your community. And then just be consistent with it. Because you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be total like type A personality. I'm looking at you, my introverts, right? You don't have to be an extrovert to be visible. You can do it in your own way. You just have to be present. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this kind of information, make sure to follow and like and engage here. But this concept of visibility is so key because so many actors spend so much time getting themselves ready to be visible, and then they don't take the next step. Fear, self-sabotage, lots of reasons. But if you can start to think of it in this way, I guarantee you will start to see the shifts. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.